I didn't have the dough, I didn't have the money to conduct the tournament. An aunt of mine sponsored it,
Okay.
Mrs. Nancy, Ishrat Nancy. She sponsored my first tournament, and she said, how much would you need just to, get things going? Flags, banners, this is 1990. I said, I think 10,000 rupees mein ho jayega. I'll just manage because there is small fees I'll charge. I'll do it on an experimental stage and get this tournament going. Then she said, okay, tournament to ho jayega. What were the prize giving? I said, that will be more money. So her husband said, okay, I'll dish out another 10,000 and have a small party in my lawn, in my house, and distribute the prizes. So that is how the first Karachi tournament took off. The TKO, we call it the TKO, is still alive.
Then later you moved on to billfish tournaments as well.
In 1997.
Right.
That is when we realized that we are catching big fish, and why not move in there? And marlin fishing, marlin is the ultimate in fishing.
And you've got 3.
And I've caught all the 3 species of marlin.
All 3 species. And you're the only Pakistani who's actually caught all 3 species.
Fortunately.
You make me jealous, but then please continue.
Yeah, I know you're also into fishing, and I've always said that you have it in you to be the first lady to hook up the billfish in Pakistan. Well, inshallah, you'll do it.
You're dedicated
Perseverance,
to this sport.
perseverance. Lubna, for 3 or 4 years, I was hooking up with marlins and losing them. I used to tell boys what to do, how to put the drag, how much of pressure to put on the fish, how to play the fish, how to maneuver the boat. And believe me, they used to come back to my office and used to put them on the weighing scale and used to weigh them, record them. And I still didn't have my marlin. And the guys I used to tell, they used to come back with marlin. You can imagine how I felt. But I never gave up, never said die. I said no.
How many did you lose before you finally bought it in?
I must have lost about 8 to 10 marlins at least in 3 years, 4 years. And then when I finally landed, I think Allah kept a big occasion for me. It was the Marina Club tournament, and I had my first marlin on a big tournament. Because I always organized tournaments, that was the first chance I got to play a tournament. Because I played foreign tournaments, but this was the first chance that I got, to play a local tournament. And I said, God has His own ways, to give it back. Because only He knows how dedicated I have been, is for you all to judge.
But anyway, the billfish tournament is the queen or the king rather of all tournaments that you hold for the Pakistani public.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the response of the people now as compared to then?
Actually,
when you started the tournament.
If I have to just say it in one sentence, it differentiates the men from the boys. Okay? If I have to use a cliche.
You need to explain that further.
Okay. No, even ladies catch marlin. Abroad they are, into it. But why I want to say this is that marlin fishing, it's a $1 million sport abroad. The tournaments that we have here and the tournaments we have abroad, it's totally 2 different things at all. It's far apart. And you see, a tourist pays hefty money in Panama, in Mauritius, in Grand Cayman, in Hawaii.
Right.
There are countries whose economy survives on angling tourism. And marlin fishing, marlin and tuna, we have abundance of tuna. But hooking onto a tuna is like if you have to punish an angler, give him a big tuna. You've caught a few of them, you should know. But it's really fun.
Okay, keeping in mind Karachi has a great coastline. We get our name from a fishing village. Why hasn't the sport taken off in Pakistan, especially Karachi? It's you on your own trying to push and make the world understand that we have fish and all types.
Fortunately, I have fished in big fishing destinations of the world.
Right.
Pinia Bay in Panama, where I fished for 3 days, is the best fishing lodge in the world. You have to pay through your nose to fish over there. Then I fished in Mauritius, I fished in Florida, in Miami, in Boston. I fished in many big destinations to know what I'm talking. And I feel that
What do they do differently that we don't know?
they attract tourists because they have the infrastructure. You said, why is it taking off?
Yes.
So we'll get back to that question
Right,
first.
right.
Okay. It's not taking off for one main reason. We lack infrastructure. Because water-based sport, we need, like you have, abroad, fisherman's landing.
Right.
Fisherman's wharf. It's called a sport fishing wharf.
Yes.
Fisherman's landing doesn't mean landing of commercial fishing. They have other, there are jetties, commercial jetties.
Right.
This is fisherman's landing like you have in San Diego, California. In fact, fortunately, Bill Poole, the guy who runs the biggest fishing charters, the biggest fishing boat in the world, sells the most expensive charters from San Diego. He visited me in my office in Karachi, and he was amazed at the variety of game fish that Karachi has. He says, Aga, you're sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah.
And I really don't know why aren't you taking off. Nobody from the government has approached me, कि आगा आओ, हमें बताओ कि why do you call it $1 billion sport? How much did you spend? What is the kind of purse money? Millions give abroad. If you catch the biggest marlin, it's called the $1 million month.
We were too busy trying to beautify the mountains up north, and someone's just forgotten that we have something lying here.
Coastline.
Yeah, we have a coastline.
Lubna,
Pakistan tourism and
Lubna,
everything.
let me tell you very honestly, and कि अल्लाह ने हमें भी बहुत नवाजा है. Allah has blessed us with, nature has really given us. हम लोगों ने कभी कदर नहीं की. We've never appreciated it. And closeness to nature is also closeness to Allah. It's closeness to God.
Right.
People don't understand that. The sport that I promote, let me quote a verse from the Quran in Surah Ma'idah. Allah very clearly says to hunt and eat fish is made lawful for you. He wants you to go out and enjoy yourself. You see? And this is why, my club and my activity, even ladies come to my fishing tournaments. You've participated in a few of and won a few trophies as well. But why I tell people to come together, you see, is for making people happy, getting the stress off people. People work, they're workaholics, Every guy comes home and says, the parents say, Abu, why have you come home late? And he just says, Beta, मैं ये factory चला रहा हूँ तुम्हारे लिए, यार मैं कमा किसके लिए रहा हूँ तुम्हारे लिए? It's all wrong. They've got it all wrong.
You see, what we don't seem to understand, and nor does our government seem to understand, or maybe they do, I don't really know, is that we have no entertainment. In Karachi. We have
exactly
a beautiful coastline.
Beautiful coastline, and you've seen fishing.
And you yourself are saying the infrastructure is
lacking.
Totally.
Zero.
Have you not suggested to the government that
I have.
jetties should be made?
I've been writing articles. My article, the first article that I wrote in Dawn must be 1987. And I started reporting on illegal netting since that time. They printed my, picture, the photograph of the illegal net. Then I interviewed the youth former council journal, Douglas Archer. I gave his interview with a picture of the illegal net, and he said in his interview with me that our nets must conform with international standards if you want sustainability, if you want the game fish to sustain. But unfortunately, awareness to hai. I've created a lot of awareness. I'm like a one-man army.
Everyone knows about the Manora boats. Everyone knows about the Manora boats.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that the rod is very expensive. The technique no one knows. And thus the book, I suppose, that at least now we in Karachi have, and Pakistan.
The book I have come up, my book is not yet been launched, but it's already ready. And it took me 8 years to complete. I've put a lot of blood and sweat into it. And it is, I mean, what can I say? I mean, in a single book, my life achievement. I do my own writing, my own proofread. My wife helps me, of course, do the proofreading, my own type, print out, I take out. I do that. I've designed everything I've done. But what I feel is that why isn't the government alive? Ki bhai,